Good morning. I love you. What a good boy. Thank you for keeping everyone safe through the night. Yes, the abominable snow dog is on duty. It's a lovely frosty morning. It snowed all morning yesterday, and it stayed freezing cold, so for once we didn't get the melt. These guys want to come out. Hi, Igor. You ready for your breakfast? Look how frozen solid your water got. There's some turkey gamecock feed. I don't know if he slept in his cozy place. I haven't put him there. But he's segregated because he just attacks me constantly. All right, the feed is deployed. Let's unleash the noodle heads. They're always excited to come out, but it's really cold, so somewhat less so this morning. And looks like the chickens are kind of waiting their turn. They'll be coming out of that roost box and down their ramp. I'll see why the chickens are more reticent. They don't come out with the first wave of turkeys because they get their combs grabbed. Hi, Tiny. Tiny has turned into the most beautiful cockerel. He is an excellent understudy for Townsend. Really happy to have him, and he's pretty peaceful. Meowser. Let's go check on Broody Hen. Here's the brooder box, and it's got a layer of snow, like an insulating layer. But I'm going to prop it open, and we'll see how things are going in there. Good morning, Broody Hen. One chick is coming out from under. Let me stick the food in there. Oh, she's getting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, she's hungry. She's going to show them how to eat. Yeah, that looks like 7. There's a lot of eggs. Her water did not freeze, so that shows how warm it was in here. Oh, now I can actually count them. There's 9. Wow, our flock has gotten bigger. Yep, this is what happens to the garden. Not even sure if the cold hardy stuff survived. We'll see after it melts. We're supposed to have a warming trend next week. Okay, we've got the frozen stiff tarp here. Time to feed those sheep. All right, let's go feed Petroglyph. Petroglyph. Hi, Petroglyph. There's my handsome ram. I love you. Good boy. How you doing? You hungry? What's a good boy? There you go. And I'm going to have to come back with my hot water to melt down this thick layer of ice in everybody's water. Cows are across the way. It's been weird. They keep moving them around. We thought they put them on our parcel again, which we aren't happy about because the range is pretty wore out. But, you know, it's our responsibility to fence and we just can't afford it yet. But anyways, then they rounded them up. It was great to watch the cowboys in action. They come right up on our fence line, rounding up the dogies. Anyways, they put them on the other side of the ridge in the state land. But now we've got stragglers back on our parcel across the wash. We'll see what unfolds. Apricot tree is down for the winter, I think. This asparagus bed gets washing machine water. It's still green in the snow. And we've got a whole load of 600 gallons of water here. Haven't needed to use as much. The garden doesn't need watering, obviously, and the animals are less thirsty. Cannot do any laundry when it's frosty. The pipes will freeze and will bust valves. And I'm back to grab the ration for Aristocrat, Snowflake, and Mahogany. Here we go. And these guys have a windbreak. But this weekend we're gonna build them a roofed shed. As long as they're out of the wind, they can handle precipitation, okay? Hi, kitties. It's just the combination of wind and rain. Hi, guys. You guys hungry? I gotta pause it while I throw this in. All right, eat up. And they're going to get corn stalks for a snack this afternoon. Been feeding those slowly. They sure do love it. All right, time to feed the ewes and lambs. Beautiful fleeter meowser. And some hoo-ha. All right, they get 1 pound per animal, so 15 pounds into the cart. Hi, Darlene and Petty. At least Petty disappears in the snow. And Darlene is growing some nice plumage back. All right, let's roll down to the sheep. Want to go feed the sheep, Amarok? Let's go feed the sheepies. Good boy. Hi, sheepies. And maybe I'll be doing a graze stream today, or maybe I'll just make a grazing video. But I think it would be a pick-me-up for all of us. Go walk around and check out the winter wonderland and see what these girls can graze. All right, I'm going to pause it while I handle this. There can be a lot of pushing and shoving when I get in there with this cart. I have to really manhandle it through. So I'll be right back. I think sheep have the most FOMO of any of our farm animals. I'm going to dump it. Most time I give them a grain ration, but I just gave them a little extra sorghum this morning. But they have high expectations. Right, Heathers? Where's your grain? You guys will get corn stalks this afternoon too. Eat up. Mrs. Robinson. I love these sheeps. I can't believe how fast time has flown. It's already almost time to put them with the rams again. So we've got 10 ewes that we're going to breed this year, 2 of which are still for sale. I'd love to sell them bred. They're going to be purebred black bellies, because I'm going to put them for their first time with petroglyphs. So the babies are going to be purebred. And then we have these mixed ewe lambs that are too young, I think, to breed. See Ruby there, that cream-colored one. 24 is a wether. He can stay with the babies, and we're culling Nescafe. So we'll have a flock of 5 non-breeders and 2 ram ewe groups of 6, and then we've got Mahogany and Snowflake who need to be harvested. This is our 3rd winter here, and we're just finishing up our 3rd year here. And this is the first time that I've had to be responsible for everything in the morning and daytime, as Matt is working full-time. Look at that. Fleeter is on top of the water tower over there. All right, back up the hill, and then it's time to feed the bunnies. Yeah, so rolling with the changes life dishes out. This was supposed to be like a family endeavor. My mom couldn't, her health didn't permit her being here. And now she's in hospice with my brother. But, sorry, the grief is pretty harsh. Yeah, I try not to stay in the sad zone. I've got plenty of awesome critters to fill my heart with joy, including this little character, Mr. Fias Cat. Oh, I know Fifi's gonna come into the rabbit barn. So will some turkeys. And Peregrine Falcon the chicken. Let's see how things are in there. It is definitely rabbit barn cleaning day today. But everybody's gonna get their pellets, hay, and some... I'll be going back in the kitchen and getting hot water to melt everybody's water bowls. And I think they like drinking warm water too. So we decided to keep the 3 white babies from Lily's last purebred litter. So this one here, we named them after the 3 sisters. So this one is Courgette. Everybody gets a 1/4 cup. Eglantine is the same. And then there's Snap Pea from the 3 sisters with half of her litter, the white team. And here's the 3rd of the 3 sisters, Corn Silk. And our Buck Poplar and Larkspur. And then these are 3 of the 6-pack leftovers because when we last harvested, we did 6, but we have many like these 3, and then over here we have these 2 that need to be harvested. There's Cat Claw. So we've got 3 bucks and 4 does that we're keeping right now. And it's hard to do this with one hand, so I'm just gonna feed them up. And now we're gonna go feed the blue team. That would be the blue half of her litter. The blue team is in this hutch, and I made this curtain for it. Hi, blue team. There's 5 adorables in there. Let's get them fed. All right, time to feed the cats and dogs and then haul hot water. And it's just barely snowing again. There's a 5 to 20% chance of snow for the entire day today. I started on this, I think that was last weekend, and I strained my back and I had to take a break from it, and now it's too cold to do concrete, but I'm going to be putting a flat stone concrete, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, under the gate there. The cats have their food under this tote. They have another one under the tote in the garden too, so I'm gonna go over there. I really have to stick it far back there because the turkeys stick their necks in there and try to steal the cat food. You steal cat food? What? They also think that they are owed a dog food tribute, so I'll show you how they act for that. It's gotten, the level has gotten lower. Can you get it, Mr. Big Noodle Head? Nope? Oh well, here we go. They love dog food. Hi, Gory, you want a couple dog foods? Okay. Amarok eats in his kennel and I have to close the door because otherwise these noodle heads bother him. Right, Amarok? Go in your house. And he went and buried his dinner dish somewhere. Stay out of here. I don't want any food guarding bloodshed. Good boy, sit. Stay, sit. So I put it on this board because he hid his dog food bowl. Okay. And a lot of times for breakfast he won't even eat, but he'll bury it. I leave him in here for half an hour, and when he barks, I come and let him out. Too bad, you guys. You guys got gamecock and grain and pellets. You don't need anything else. Let Amarok eat his breakfast or bury it. Time to cover this hay back up. And it's back into the house to get some hot water. Gotta be careful on this ramp. Watch. I'll take a fall as I film. Oh good, I didn't. Brisket is sleeping in. Okay. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Woo! Now that's kind of hot water, guys. It won't stay hot for a... Oh, you're getting your little nib wet. That's kind of heavy leverage for my one hand. All right, now I'm going to do that for the rabbit barn and then melt the poultry waters and the dog water and the sheep water. Okay, you get the idea. I'm going to do the rest of these. And it's time to scrub this thing out after everything thaws, but for now I'm just going to melt the ice so they can get a drink. And I think we're supposed to have just above freezing temps today, like mid-30s. So things should thaw. Dog water is frozen solid. I say dog water, but anybody that can reach it can drink it. Right, guys? Igor's is also frozen solid. I am glad he's using the shelter. And Igor won't be with us much longer because he's going to be a Thanksgiving dinner. He's just too aggressive. We've enjoyed your time and thank you for fathering some poults here in the Poultry Palace. I can hear those cats fighting again. Huey just will not leave his son alone. All right, back up to the house for more hot water. First, the rams. Hi, guys. You guys have some very frozen water. Look at the cat prints. They came over trying to get a drink. If it's just a thin sheet of ice, I just break it. But we had a pretty hard freeze last night. See, Huey's thirsty. Oh, hoo-ha. While we're in here, let's see if anything survived. There's celery under there. I think it'll be fine. The leeks are fine. These are empty. There's grass, but there's the lettuce is not looking that good. I think the plants will stay alive. I should have harvested more of the lettuce. Those broccolis don't look good. There's turnips and beets. I think the roots will be fine. Looks like the okra seeds hardened. I don't feel like walking over and looking at the trees right now. Broccolis, cabbages. The cabbages should be fine. Hi, Fifi. Romaine lettuce, same as the other. And nothing is really going on elsewhere. All right, to the next sheep water. I've still got about half. Huey, be nice to your son. Leave him alone. And I think there's food guarding happening because this cat food hardly ever has any taken out. Oh, looky here. Wild bird marks. The cats love that. We're getting more birds for the cold season than we had for the warm season. Right, so even though, I get a little of the seasonal affective sads, but I always like to count my blessings. Rejoice always and pray continually and be grateful in all circumstances. So I am very grateful that even though it's snowy and cold, it is very still right now. There's no wind, and that is a luxury. Hi, guys. Let's melt your water. And like I said, I was laid up for a few days with back spasms after using the mattock to cut through that compact soil by the barn to set concrete. So everything's a bit messy. Then we had the snow. So I am grateful that my back did not stay hurt. Look at this. I think we're going to do all 3 sheep waters with the same. So I'm just very thankful that I didn't actually injure my back. It just got strained and had spasms. And, I'm not a spring chicken. I'm going to be 55 years old next month. And, I enjoy doing physical stuff outside. And I'm kind of a very driven person, and I just want things to be better than, current state. So I really push myself, and I just need to take it as a bit of a wake-up call. I think next week we might have some days in the 60s. With nights above freezing 2 in a row was what I saw in the forecast. So maybe I can do that little gate entryway that day. Petroglyph. So handsome. Are you going to get scritches today? Oh. That's kind of brave, Hooey. I wouldn't go in there. I love Petroglyph. He is just the sweetest, even though he rams really hard. It's not his fault, he's a ram. Are you my emotional support ram? Oh! You better be careful, Hooey. There. I love you, honey. Oh, I love you so much. Yeah, get in there. And we're keeping an eye on this. So far, so good. I can still get a hand in there, but if it gets any closer than that, we're going to have to saw that off. All right. All right, everyone. It's time for me to go inside and have a cup of coffee and figure out what else I'm going to do today. Yesterday, I just stayed inside and processed a bunch of that harvest. I've been roasting the tomatoes and freezing them for sauces. And I made a zucchini cake and, homemade meals every day. So I got to pull out tonight's meat out of the freezer and let it get ready for, I don't know what I'm going to make tonight. The possibilities are endless. Maybe a curry. All right, folks. Have a beautiful day. Cheers and blessings.